Let us move on to the next topic of the lesson 2, that is the characteristics of business. Okay, the first one is production and procurement of goods. The first thing of business is goods must be produced or procured in order to satisfy human wants. That is, the producers will collect all the raw materials and make the finished product, and they will send those product for sales. Whereas the retailers and wholesalers, what they would do is they would just procure the finished products, and they will just use it for the further sales and other things. Next, sales, transfer or exchange. So the goods once produced must be transferred for selling purposes, or selling and buying should be the part and parcel of this business. For example, if a person produces something, for example, some vegetables in his own garden, and consumes those vegetables for to his family, and it does not come under this business. So but if he sells those vegetables or something, it comes under business. So main thing is sale, transfer or exchange. Next one is dealing in goods and services. So the goods and services should be that is, the business should deal with the goods and services. Services refer to the activities like supply of electricity, gas or water, transportation, banking, insurance, etc. Goods produced or procured may be consumer goods like cloth, pen, bag, vehicles, etc. The next one is regularity in of dealings. That is, the business, the main characteristic of one of the main characteristics of business is the process buying and selling should be on a regular basis. For example, if a person sells something only one time, means it would not come under the type of business. So regularly he must produce something and he must sell something. So that is the main nature of this business. For example, if a person buys a scooter for his own use, and later he just sells that or disposes his scooter, means it will not come under this business or selling category, because he is just selling his own product only one time. So from this it is clear that regularity of dealings is very very important, and is the main characteristic of this business. The next one is profit motive. As you all know, children, business means why this business is being carried out: to earn profit in a legal and loyal way. So the ethical means of earning profit is the main motive of this business. Then the main problem of this business is the element of risk. So the entrepreneurs, the producers, wholesalers, retailers, all the people, those who are involved in this business activity, are facing a risk of so many things. So this profit is the reward for the risk faced by them. So this risk may be from at any time, at the time of procurement of goods, at the time of transportation, at the time of loss of demand is also one of the risk, and miscalculations and all these things. That is why the profit is said to be the reward for risk taking. Thus any business activity includes an element of risk also. Now let us move on to the next topic, the comparison of business, profession and employment. So what is the meaning of business, profession and employment? We have discussed earlier in detail. Okay, now let us compare these three things in detail now. First one is mode of establishment. So mode of establishment, the first, as far as business is concerned, it is the promoter's decision, and registration and other formalities as prescribed by law. So what type of business is going to start? So what are the rules and regulations prescribed by the government and commercial department regarding this? They have to fulfill all the requirements, then only they will get the license to do the business. Whereas profession means, as I said earlier, that lawyers, doctors, teachers are the professionals. So the membership of a professional body or certificate of practice is must to start a profession. Whereas employment, a service contract or letter of appointment is needed to be to be a valid employee of any concern. The next one is nature of work. As far as business is concerned, goods and services provided to the public. As far as profession is concerned, personalized personalized service of expert nature. So, as we discussed earlier, a profession is more than an employment. Expert knowledge is needed for this profession. And whereas employment is concerned, the work assigned by the employer should be carried out by the employee. That is the main need for this employment. Next one is qualification. No minimum qualification is essential for conducting any business. As you all know, students, that the very big enterprises and other things, the founder, if you see the qualification of the founder, means they will be having a very less educational qualification, but because of their experience and intelligence, they would be successful in their business. But whereas the education and training in the specialized field is a must as far as profession is concerned. And whereas the employment, the minimum qualification is essential for doing a employment. Then basic motive, earning profit, is the main motive of business. And whereas profession is concerned, rendering service to the people is must, but whereas they can charge some professional fee from the public. Then as far as employment, earning wages or salary by serving the employer, as per the agreement they will get the wages or salary. Next, capital. Capital investment is required as per the size of the firm. That is, the entrepreneur has to invest a huge capital or less capital according to his business. Then only he can perform any business activity. Here, as far as the profession is concerned, limited capital is needed for establishment of their own requirements, things and other things in their clinic or whatever it is. Then for employment, no capital is required. Next one is reward. So the reward for the business is profit, and profession is professional fee they will be getting in back. And as far as employment is concerned, salary or wages they will get at the end of the month or as per the agreement. Then the risk. Profits are uncertain and irregular. So that is, the risk involved is very high in the business field. And in the profession, the fee is regular, uncertain, so it will never go negative. So they are having some that is professional fee as always. And no less risk or no risk is there in the employment. As far as employment is concerned, fixed and regular pay is there. Then transfer of interest. Transfer is possible with some formalities. For example, if they are doing involving in the partnership business, means, and one partner could not continue the business, means he can transfer the business to other person. And the transfer of profession is not possible, and the employment is also not transferable. Code of ethics. No specific code of conduct, moral or ethical dealings only. And as far as profession is concerned, professional code of ethics is needed. And as far as employment, rules and regulations of the employing organizations must be followed strictly.